So me working with these doctors and providing services and managing a lot of these physicians, I really did learn a lot of very important key things. Now, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a chiropractor, I don't pretend to be one. I don't pretend to be a medical expert, and I don't really want to be one. You see, when I was going through this, I was an unhealthy person. I was 280 pounds. I was overweight. I should have been one of those patients, but I wasn't. And you see, these doctors taught me things that I was able to apply into my life. So step one was modulating inflammation in my body. That's why the whole process of my career here on the internet started with talking about inflammation. Before I was ever talking about keto, before I was ever talking about fasting, I was talking about inflammation. I was known as the inflammation guy, but you guys all came in later on when I developed a name in the keto world, in the fasting world. But guess what? Inflammation and keto go hand in hand. So step one these doctors had me do was modulate inflammation, reduce inflammation in my body, eating the right kind of foods at the right time, learning which foods affected me. Okay, this was amazing. I lost a lot of weight that way. And then I found the next best common denominator was to go on the ketogenic diet. So yeah, I went on the ketogenic diet and I lost about 100 pounds following the keto diet and fasting. So here I am today promoting the ketogenic diet in a lot of ways, promoting fasting in a lot of ways, but guess what? I'm also promoting paleo. I'm also promoting other healthy lifestyles. I don't bash other lifestyles. That's not my style. But I do know what worked for me. And the reason that I say this is because there's been so many haters as this channel has grown. Thomas the keto guy, Thomas the fasting guy, oh, he's just an evangelical keto person. You know, it's not that way. That's not how it works. And if you actually know my story and you know my history and you know my medical background, then you know that that's not the case. I talk about this stuff because I know it works. And I talk about this stuff because I know it helps people. And man, when I go to the airport or when I go to events and I go on the street and I go to coffee shops and people approach me and tell me that they've lost 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 100, 200, 300 pounds utilizing the advice that I put there on the internet, that's what makes doing what I do worthwhile. So to be able to reach 1 million subscribers is just this first milestone, to know that I'm able to make an impact utilizing what I learned through my own experience. So you might be wondering, does Thomas follow a ketogenic diet today? Does Thomas follow an intermittent fasting protocol today? Well, guess what? I do and I don't, because I utilize what works for me at a given point in time. Sometimes I'm keto, sometimes I'm not. Why? Because I'm fat adapted. I'm keto adapted now. I don't always have to be on a ketogenic diet because I know that my mitochondria, my body is working in a fat adapted state. And yes, all the different health gurus out there and the fitness gurus are going to come out there and they're going to hate on that and they're going to say there's no such thing as fat adaptation and it's calories in, calories out. Okay, who cares? I know how my body is working now and I'm sharing that with you guys. And that's why I'm so happy to be able to grow this channel so much more. And the more that we get people on this boat and actually making changes and pioneering health in a way that works for them, the more that we can start to learn and the more that we can start to develop new systems and new processes to get the most out of our life.